And now to Taraba State, where key players in the agri sector in the state are worried about the likelihood of a food crisis following natural disasters that have affected many agrarian communities in the state. It has prompted the initiation of some empowerment projects by the European Union food security projects in 80 communities in 6 local government areas. Our correspondent, Owolabi Adenusi, filed in this report from our studio.
Taraba has been confronted with many challenges threatening the food security of the state and the country at large. The state, which has been faced with the struggle for land between herders and farmers, has also had to contend with communal conflicts. Many residents of agrarian communities who had fled their ancestral homes are now returning to partake in this year's farming activities. This year's floods may prove a further setback to farmers as many farmlands are now underwater.
The disaster is everywhere. Grasses, see the herdsmen. Even after the flow, the small one that is left, the herdsmen are now struggling to clear their way.
Gathered in this hall are key players in agriculture, including selected NGOs concerned with food security in the state. Strategies are mapped out at this gathering to guarantee food security in the state. The strategies rekindle hope in farmers and the vulnerable in the state that they have not been left to their own devices. The state coordinator of Oxfam explains that Procel projects have been initiated which are aimed at building resilience among 40,000 small-scale farmers, fishermen and livestock owners.
In line with the Procel objective, which is to ensure food security and build resilience in Taraba State, which is a livelihood project. We joined the global and we joined the national and the subnational in solidarity to ensure that food security is attained in.
But victims of hardest farmers conflict say more is needed to guarantee food security.
For food bank, if we put ourselves together, we'll be able to put a food bank so that these vulnerable groups that have nobody talking for them, nobody caring for them, can always come around. Wherever the food bank is stationed, a committee will be made available that can now go and bring these vulnerable groups so that they can always come and have a meal.
Natural disaster, there are a good number of local governments that are within the River Benue. Whenever there is a flood, these areas are flooded.
Procel is working towards strengthening the socio-economic means of livelihood and aggregating smaller farm units into cooperatives that will facilitate breaking the constraints to curb food security resistance.